Hi everyone, this is Nathan from the ebookreader.com. For this video review, I've got the Next3 tablet from a company called Nextbook, Efun. So first thing, as you can see, it's got this cover it comes with. It's actually pretty nice. For a sub $200 e-reader, this is a tablet. This actually is a pretty nice device. So far, I've been pretty impressed with it. It's got the 8.4-inch screen, so it's larger than a lot of the other screens out there. The 7-inch is more popular, but I haven't seen a lot with this screen. I really like it, actually. It's got the 4:3 ratio. The pixel resolution is not the greatest on this thing. It's only 800 by 600. That is one of its drawbacks. It's got a resistive touchscreen, and these resistive screens seem to be getting better all the time. This one works really well. This thing runs Android 2.1. I'm not sure if they'll be updating it. I don't think they are, because they're coming out with a bunch of new tablets. One of them, the Next 4, in fact, will have Android 2.2, so I don't know if this one will be updated or not. So as you can see, this is how it comes up. This is your home menu. This thing's actually kind of annoying because it always says New York no matter what you change it to. So getting rid of that thing is probably the first thing you'll do. There's some other thing over here for adjusting brightness, turning off Wi-Fi. So the one thing, it doesn't come with very many apps pre-installed. It's not loaded with a bunch of junkware. So one thing you're going to need to do is install a bunch of apps. So this is what your home screen looks like normally. There's a few other apps. So this thing, it ties in with the Borders store. You hit that, it will launch a browser to go get ebooks from Borders. It has its own ebook app called Ebook Reader. It shows up right here. It's a pretty basic app, but like I said, you can get your Borders ebooks on here. You just got to sign in with your Adobe Digital Editions account, and it works that way, and your books will all come in here. But this isn't the greatest app. I would suggest installing Aldeco. It's Aldeco 2.0. I've actually got a link for it on my website. So let me show you here really quick with this app. You have just a few different options. You got font size, you got go-to, bookmarks, table of contents. There's this auto flip feature, which I guess some people like. I would find it too stressful trying to make sure to keep up. But regardless, so you turn pages like so. You can use the buttons. So that's one kind of cool thing about the some apps, other reading apps, you can use the buttons, and some others don't. I've noticed it works with the Kindle app. Let me show you. So that was pretty much it for features. I don't believe there's any on-screen notes or anything like that. No dictionary. So, like I said, I would here you got your home. See, it's got these on-screen buttons since it doesn't have the hardware buttons. Or you can hold this to go home. You hold the top button to go home. You hold this one to bring up the menu, which is kind of cool. So, like I was saying with the other e-reader apps, you can install a bunch of apps. So I have a lot of these on my website. You can come on my website and find a search for these and install them this way. You can also, it comes with this and app store already on here. You can open this up, install some apps. So another option is go to the Slide Me website, download their app. You can get apps from Slide Me. What I would suggest, I'm kind of all over the place here, I realize, is using the web browser and going to Android freeware. They got a bunch of apps. It's a little bit easier to download and search. See, I have it bookmarked over here. So overall, I'm pretty impressed with this device so far. I mean, the responsiveness of the touchscreen works well. Like I showed you, the stuff all seems to respond well. Scrolling is pretty smooth. This is a Dolphin browser. It doesn't come with this one, but you can install it like from right here from this website. Like I said, there's a bunch of apps here. You can run searches, and they have some categories over here. This is a good place to install apps. Let's go back home. So that's a good web browser. I like using that browser. Opera Mini is another good one. It comes with the stock browser. It's decent, but it doesn't have a whole lot of features. It's just the same with any other Android device. Like I was saying, get this app. It's a lot better than the stock e-reader app, and they just updated this so you can import DRM content now. So the cool thing about that is you can, like most Adobe DRM supporting devices, you're stuck with their layout and their font choice. But with this app, you can change to, there's a whole bunch of different fonts. There's a bunch of different settings for line spacing, font type. I really like the Droid Sans font. It shows up good. It doesn't have any, jagged edges or anything. So this is a really cool app. It is a little bit slow at times. I think they'll probably update it soon. You can adjust the brightness over here. Let's go back up a little. Turn pages by touching. This one app, however, does not. These buttons don't work for turning pages. So it's got the new app. It has these cool features here. You got the dictionary. You can also look up on search in Google. You can also copy and paste or copy text search. Like I said, you hold this button to bring up the menu. And you got other settings in here, day and night mode, go to, there's bookmarks. So yeah, that's a pretty cool app for e-reading as far as Adobe EPUBs, PDFs go. So let's get back to home. You hold this button. Sometimes I get confused. Okay, so one other good thing about this device I've seen so far is it does play video smoothly. Let's see here. And it does have a halfway decent video player. It does, I've noticed, do this weird sort of glitchy thing every once in a while. Or sort of puts lines on the screen. Okay, so down here you've got some different options for full screen, 16:4. So this is actually probably the best video player as far as budget e-readers go, under $200 that I've seen. The Pocketbook IQ, Appendage and Novel, they're a little bit laggy. The Cruise Reader's okay, but the functioning isn't very good. See, it does do the twitching though. Some videos it seems to do that sometimes it doesn't. So I don't know, maybe it isn't as good as I'm playing it out to be here. So here you go back right there. As far as other videos, it comes with this YouTube app, but I didn't understand it because it doesn't have a lot of the videos. I was running searches and most videos wouldn't show up. So this is the one that comes with YouTube Player. So that'll play videos. It doesn't seem to do high quality. And you can install this other one I found. This is on my website. It works with most of these e-readers here lately that other YouTube apps won't install. So it works pretty good. See, it's done that little glitchy thing like I was showing earlier. It does it every once in a while. Okay, so then if you hold the menu button, you get up your options here. So that shows it in regular quality. You can watch it in HD quality. You can watch it in normal quality as well. So let's back on out of here. I'll show you some other things. This is taking too long. Okay, so like I said, you can install those apps using the ways I described. You can get all these different ebook reading apps. Like Android has thousands of apps. So another thing you can do is set up the emulator on your computer to get Android access, Android market access, and get a bunch of other apps. Probably a hack will come along eventually to put it on here, but as it stands, I don't know of any. So there's other apps you can get, like calculators, dictionaries, email. I've got Google Maps to work. You can play games, Pandora Internet Radio. So another thing you need to know is about the File Explorer. It comes in here to your free SD card. You can put apps on your SD card to install whatever, your eBooks. So one thing I noticed is that I don't like is that the stock home browser, or the home menu that this device has, doesn't work in landscape mode. I usually use landscape mode a lot. So one option you can do is install other homes. This ADW launcher is one option. It's over on those app stores I showed you. A couple other quick details. It runs Android 2.1, so you can install some the Adobe Reader app for PDFs. Doesn't have a whole lot of features, but it works good for viewing PDFs. You scroll through up and down, and then it takes a second to load the page. Of course, there's landscape mode, zoom. Hold down the, you got to open different venues. There's reflow, continue to scroll for the page. So that works for some basic PDF use. There's also some other free programs. And you've got the news apps for keeping updated on the news. You can get subscribed to your RSS feeds using the Google Reader, or NewsRoute is another popular RSS reader. So that about wraps up this ebook reader review for the Next3 from Nextbook. Check out the ebookreader.com for the written review. I'll have a whole bunch of other details, as well as links to the stuff you saw in this review. Thanks for watching.